Alright, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Vanguard video here on the channel. Today guys, we're going to be taking a look at the best 5 class setups that you can run right now here in Vanguard. Now, it's been about a week and a day since Vanguard has released, and most of you guys probably have a lot of the weapons maxed out, and you know what weapons are good or bad, or you may not know. But today guys, we're going to be taking a look at my best 5 class setups here. So if you guys are new to my channel, I do post the best class setups and the craziest gameplays, so make sure that subscribe button is with that bell so you guys don't miss any brand new videos. If this video can get 300 likes, that'd be very awesome. So let's go ahead and get straight up into the builds. Alright, so our first class setup guys is going to be the STG-44. It's the first assault rifle in the game. It's really nice, really overpowered, and I think it's the most used weapon as of right now until people start maxing it out, moving on to different weapons. But the STG is going to be our primary weapon. Of course, we have our secondary as the fighting knife, so when equipped we can run around the map a lot faster. Our perks are going to be Fortified, Forward Intel Scavenger, the Gamma Bomb, aka the Impact Grenade, that's what it was called in the beta, and then we have the Stem Shot for our actual class up here. Now, going into the build for the STG, our first attachment is going to be the Mercury Silencer for that sound suppression and recoil control, so it's going to help us stay off the radar, be super stealthy and quiet, and plus we have that recoil control. It's going to help our weapon be a lot more accurate and easier to control. Now, for our second attachment, guys, our underbarrel is going to be the M1941 hand stop. Now, with me, when I make a class setup, I like to have as many pros and at least amount of cons that affect me. Now, one thing that does not affect me at all, and I don't really care for it, is hip firing. I don't really like to hip fire, even if someone's close to me and I need to. I always aim down sight so I can be more accurate. So having this on, we only take away hip fire accuracy and we gain vertical and horizontal recoil control. So this is why this is my second attachment here. Now, for the barrel, there is a couple good things that you can run for different builds, of course, to be more aggressive, to be more accurate, to have SMG builds and stuff like that. It's really cool, but what I'm going to be going here for is really accurate and make it really broken. So the 760mm 05B, the second barrel, will be our attachment here. It's going to help us be more accurate. It's going to reduce gun bob sway when aiming down sight with an optic, and plus our damage at range is increased, so it does give us a more of an advantage when getting to those gunfights at close, medium, or far distant gunfights. So this will be my third attachment here for the STG. Now, the magazine, there is a good few that you can run. You can run the first 30 round mag. This is really helpful. It does help with recoil control, movement, aim down sight speed, and fire rate, but it does take away bullet velocity, range, bullet penetration, and damage. So if this is something you like to run, you can go ahead and run that. You have the 45 round drum, which just makes it where you move a little bit slower, your reload quickness is a little delayed, and plus you lose some aim down sight speed, which is okay as well. And then you have the 30 round short mag, Russian mag, that's going to help with bullet velocity and range, bullet penetration, and damage. So if you can control your shots and everything, this may be the best one for you. But if you can't, always go with the 45 round drum. You don't have to reload as much because the time to kill on the STG and in the game in general is really fast, so you're not going to have to reload as much, and plus you have a bigger magazine, which is very helpful. Now, for the ammo type, there is a few that I run here as well. You can run subsonic, you don't show up on the map or anything like that. The FMJ rounds, it's going to make your bullets a lot stronger going through objects, and you can basically shoot through a lot of the walls. Even if someone's running around the wall or something like that, you can actually shoot through it and get the cheeky kills. You have frangible rounds, which helps with delaying enemies' healing, and if you hit their legs, it slows their movement. You have lengthened, which helps with bullet velocity, and then you have the hollow point, which helps with increased limb damage. So it's really up to you what I run. It's either lengthened or it's frangible rounds, but I would highly suggest using frangible rounds to help you be even more disgusting at the game. Now, the rear grip, there is a few as well. You can kind of go with a recoil control build here. You can go with aim down sight speed, or you can go down to the very bottom and add some recoil control and recoil accuracy and recoil control recovery and everything like that. But by far, we have a lot of stuff that helps with recoil control, so we're gonna be actually going with the fabric grip here with that aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, and hip fire recovery. So having this on is very helpful. Now, the optic, there is a few you can use as well. You don't even have to run an optic with this sight. It's really clean. I love the sights, but my go-tos are either the Niter Model 47, we have the G16 2.5, the slate reflector, and we have the monocle reflector. This is really good as well, but my go-to here is either going to be the G16 or the slot reflector, so either one, choose, but I like using the G16 a lot, so I add this on. Now for the stock, there's a few as well you can use. I like to have my stuff, since I have a lot of recoil control already, my gun's really accurate. I'm going to be actually adding on the first stock here for that sprint to fire speed and movement speed. So having this on, we're going to be really more aggressive and moving around the map a lot faster. And then it comes down to our perks. This helps you be more of what kind of play style that you like. So you like to reload as much. If you're in pressure and stuff like that, you can add this on for faster reloads. Your automatic, this helps you your prone transition accuracy. So I think you can actually drop shot using this perk. You have sleight of hand, which is always nice, and you have vital, which helps with an increased area of critical hits. But the sleight of hand will be our go-to here. Now for the kit, we are going to be adding on the fully loaded. There's not much there. It just helps with having more ammo. But this is the STG build now, and let's go ahead and get straight up into the next build. Alright, so we're here with our second class setup, which is going to be the MP40. I couldn't leave this out in this video. It's a really good SMG, and as well, it's the most used SMG here in Vanguard as of right now. So with the MP40, it's really good, but with the rest of the class setup, we have the knife, we have fortified, forward intel, and lightweight with the impact grenade, aka the gaming bomb, with stem shot. Now I'm going to quickly go through this class setup because I went in depth with the STG and a lot of their attachments, and they're basically kind of the same throughout the rest of the class setup, so I'm going to kind of go quickly through this. So our muzzle is going to be the strife compensator for that recoil control. It's very helpful to have that on always. The underbarrel is going to be the M1941 hand stop. It's going to help with recoil control and accuracy. Our ammo type is going to be the frangible rounds for delays enemy healing, and it helps if you shoot their legs, they move a lot slower. The magazine is going to be the 64 round drum. It's just going to help us with a magazine increase, but we do lose some movement speed, aim down sight speed, and reload quickness, which is okay. We'll fix that later. The barrel is going to be the Crossnick 317mm 04B. This can help it be more highly accurate and easier to control. And plus, if you're running a scope, it is going to help with scope sway and gun bob. So this is a really good barrel to use. The optic is going to be the Niter Model 47, which is the very first thing that you can run, or you can run without an optic. It's up to you, but I'm going to be adding on an optic because most people do like using optics on their weapons. Now for the rear grip, we are going to be adding on the fabric grip for aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, and hip fire recovery. This is very helpful to use just because, you know, you want to gain as much aim down sight speed back if you lost any, so it helps you be more aggressive, and it is going to help you win a lot more gunfights. Our stock is going to be the Crossnick 33mm folding. This can help with sprint to fire speed and movement speed. And then we have our prophecy, which is going to be momentum. So every kill you get, it helps you move a lot faster. And plus, we are going to be running fully loaded. So we start out with more ammunition at the beginning of the game, and we can hold more ammunition throughout the game, helping us never have to run out of ammo. Alright, so for our next build, guys, we have the Tommy gun, aka the M1928. This is a really fun gun to use. I love using this weapon anytime it's in a video game, if it's in a Call of Duty, if it's in, you know, just any game. Like, I just love the Tommy gun. So for our class setup, we basically have the same stuff going on, same perks, same lethal, tactical, and melee weapon. So for my actual class setup, guys, we are going to be running the F8 stabilizer. This is a little bit different from what other builds we have going on here, but this is going to help with accuracy, and plus we're getting some effective damage at range. Now honestly, I don't think this weapon has the best effective damage at range, so we are going to increase that so our bullets are a lot more stronger at a longer distance. Now for our second attachment, we are going to be adding on the M1941 hand stop grip. This is going to help with some recoil control and accuracy, so that's very helpful to use. Our barrel is going to be the CGC 12-inch cooling barrel. This is going to help the weapon be a lot more easy to control and highly accurate. And plus, if you're running a scope, it is going to help with scope sway and gun bob. So that's very good. We are not going to run a magazine on this build. It already holds 50 rounds. Now, there is this one. You do lose damage, though. I don't want to lose any damage or fire rate or anything like that, bullet velocity or anything. You don't have to run one, but if you do, I would say the 9mm 50 round drum is going to be your go-to. It is going to help with some fire rate, recoil control, aim down sight speed, and movement speed, but for this we're not even going to run a magazine at all. Our ammo type is going to be the frangible rounds. It's going to help with delaying the enemy's health, and it's going to help if you hit their legs, it is going to move a lot slower, so that's always a good thing to run. The rear grip is going to be the stippled grip tape. This is going to help with recoil control, recovery, and initial accuracy and recoil. We're not going to be running an optic as well. You don't need one. The iron sights are very clean and it's really good. So for our next build here, for our next attachment, we're going to be running the Ragdoll T2 support. This is going to help with recoil control, accuracy, recoil recovery, and flinch resistance. And then for our prophecy, we are going to be adding on sleight of hand. And then for our kit, we are going to be adding on fully loaded, so we never run out of ammo because we get a lot more using the Tommy gun. Alright, so we have the Automaton AR for our next one. Now, a lot of pros like to use this. I'm not sure if it got G8 or anything yet, but this weapon, when you max it out, is really good to use, and I guarantee you guys are going to love using this build. It is going to help you get a lot more kills, and if you're on short quarter maps like the Haas, and then when shipment comes out this Wednesday coming up, it is going to be a very good build to use, so this is very helpful. So we have the fighting knife as our secondary and the Automaton as our primary. We have fortified, forward intel, and scavenger with the gaming bomb and stem shot. So going into the actual build, our muzzle is going to be the G28 compensator for that recoil control. Our underbarrel is going to be the Carver foregrip for that recoil control and hipfire accuracy. Our barrel is going to be the Zac 600mm BFA. It's going to help it be more controllable, and we're going to be way more accurate, and it does help reduce gun spob and gun sway, so this is very good. The magazine is going to be the 75 round drums. This is going to help you have more ammunition, so if you do end up getting into like a little spawn trap, or if you just see people spawning and pushing you constantly, you're never going to have to reload, never going to have to worry about it, and the reload speed's not that bad, so the 75 round drum is 100% a go-to on the Automaton. Now, the ammo type, I am going to be running the lengthened rounds here. It's going to help with bullet velocity. I think with this build, a very fast firing weapon and having more bullet velocity to help our bullets travel faster in air is a great combo, and this is going to make the weapon extremely broken. Our rear grip is going to be the fabric grip for aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, and hip fire recovery. Our optic is going to be the slate reflector. I love using this on this weapon. It just fits perfect with it, and this is kind of like the red dot sight in a way, but either the Niter model or the slate reflector is a go-to. I love both of them. The stock is going to be the Arzestina padded. This can help with some recoil control, and your accuracy and recoil control and of that goes up when firing, and plus you get some flinch resistance, so if you get shot, you're not going to flinch as much. And plus our prophecy is going to be the sleight of hand, and then our kit is, there's a couple things that you can run. You can run surplus, so you get 20 XP per kill, or you can get fully loaded, so you can start out beginning of the game with a lot more ammo. Alright, so guys, we're in our final class setup here for this video, which is going to be the bar. I had to bring out an old school, weapon here. It's a really good weapon, and if you can make the best class support, which you guys are going to be seeing right here, it is super, super broken. Now, with this class setup, we have all the same stuff. We have the fighting knife, same perks, same lethal and tactical. Now, going into this class setup, you're going to want to add on the G28 compensator for that recoil control. This weapon does kick in this Call of Duty, so having this on is going to help reduce that gun kick, so this is very helpful. Our underbarrel is going to be the Carver foregrip for recoil control and hipfire accuracy. We're not going to be running a barrel, which there is a couple that you can run, but for this build, we are not going to be running a barrel. The magazine is going to be the 50 cal BMG 30 round mag. This is going to make it a 2-shot kill, making this weapon extremely broken to use. The ammo type is going to be the frangible rounds. It's going to help delay the enemy's health, healing, and it's going to help if shooting their legs. It is going to make them move a lot slower. So this is a really broken weapon perk here. I guess you would call it a weapon perk. But the ammo type or the rear grip here is going to be the fabric grip for aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, and hip fire accuracy. We need that most definitely. The optic is going to be the Niter Model 47. This is going to help just use it. I like using this sight a lot on the bar and some other weapons, and this just perfectly fits with this weapon. The stock is going to be the Chariot WR. It's going to help with some recoil control, accuracy, aiming stability, and flinch resistance. And our 2 perks here is going to be sleight of hand. And then for this one, we're actually going to be using surplus, so we gain XP more per kill. So this is a very helpful class if you go on higher gun streaks and stuff like that, because you can just stay up in one spot and just patrol one area, get as many kills, get a nuke, and you're going to get a extremely crazy amount of XP when using this build. But guys, these are all my class setups. I hope you guys do enjoy them, and in the comment sections, if you guys want to let me know what weapon was your favorite one. My go-to is either the STG or the MP40 right now, because I mean, just you can't beat any other weapon at the moment, because the STG and the MP40 are really broken at the moment. But anyways, guys, we have more of these coming every single week or every other week right now. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.